The hardest team they could possibly draw in the form of the Spanish giants, who themselves have big ambitions in Europe. And while they gave a reasonable account of themselves on home soil, Frankfurt, in a 2-1 defeat where they fell 2 goals down in the first half. From the Fudala cross, those two are the new look front two right now. Given away cheaply, Mädel. Blomqvist coming from Wolfsburg and Ereletta Mehmeti joining from Hoffenheim. Those two are both on the score sheet in the 4-3 win against Leipzig. Mehmeti opened the scoring. Blomqvist bagged a brace, and there was another summer signing, Amanda Illerstedt, on the score sheet for her second goal for Frankfurt. Here is Blomqvist. Oh, it's a lovely cross, and Roy times though, so don't expect her to pull out of challenges like that. Elisa Zenz. That's why Frankfurt was so keen on acquiring her services from Leverkusen. Another neat turn from Mehmeti. Good passing play again. Volta to Freigang. Some gas. They didn't really go through the gears there, did they? Bayer Leverkusen stopped in their tracks. Expansion. It showed the club's progress. And then looking to take the next step this season, they've made big signings like Vamsa, like Fudala, like Valentina Mädel, who is chasing this ball down. And right now, can't control an overcooked pass. Given the way she started this season, you have to wonder whether Wolfsburg made a mistake. Leverkusen last season was their best ever in the Frauen-Bundesliga. They set a new club record in terms of points and wins. Admittedly, now that we've expanded the top flight to 14 teams and we go from 22 match days to 26, there's a good chance that we'll see a lot of club records tumble in the current campaign. So a real... Vamsa looking for Fudala. Oh, it's lovely from Fudala! That Leverkusen should have had a second penalty before the break. Amanda Illerstedt with a very poor challenge on Vanessa Fudala. Went lunging in, didn't get any. And after some spectacular scorching temperatures over the weekend for match day 3, the midweek of match day 4 has certainly seen the cold snap. Be told it's been a feature of both teams' performances. On the one side, you want to give credit to the defending team in those moments to say, oh, they've read the game well. Positioning was proficient. But given the quality that both teams have, and given the amount of ball into feet for Adniomi, looking to turn again. Wriggles away from Wenger. Lursen, oof, straight. Their hopes of usurping Eintracht Frankfurt in the German women's pecking order could be given a helping hand, and now you can see the statistical shift. Tackles won is 50-50 now. Ball possession firmly in Frankfurt's favour as Adniomi takes on Piljic. Oh, Katarina Piljic. Rather miserable weather in the Rhineland with the sun setting. Not that there was many a beam to be seen. earlier today. More a day for the umbrellas, of which there are a few scattered in the crowd. The first home game of the season for Leverkusen produced a thrilling 3-2 victory against Union Berlin. They would hope for smoother sailing, but that's unlikely to be the case against a Frankfurt side who, after that 4-3 win against Leipzig, been confident of probing the vulnerabilities that have been on show at the start of this season, given the summer upheaval. Huge changes in the goalkeeping department with Stina Johannes joining Wolfsburg. Sophia Winkler signed from Essen, but then tore ligaments in her knee. As a result, 20-year-old Lina Altenburg is stepping into the breach. In the meantime, meanwhile, in the back line alone, you've lost the likes of Anna Ehling, Zara Dursun, Sophia Kleinherner, top quality defenders that have been at the club for a long time and really fashioned a understanding, and they were part of the core, at least Dawson and Kleinherner, to lose all three centre-backs in one summer. Rather alarming, truth be told. They've promising prospects. The misfortune they suffered both tearing knee ligaments within a couple of months of each other in 2024 was a rather strange set of circumstances. The hope is that they can both get back to their best level, because both, when they suffered those injuries, were just starting to break onto the Frankfurt scene. They were collecting senior appearances, a couple of starts here and there. Here's actually good. Much attacking quality in their ranks. We've talked about the back line having to gel still. But I tell you what, that front line, they know each other really well, the majority of them, and then you've added real quality with Rebecca Blomqvist coming. Visitors look to turn it down the other end, but Leverkusen alert to the threat in transition. Well, she's the type of midfielder whose performance can go under the radar. What you will notice is that she does everything in a very tidy manner, keeps things ticking over. But very proficient in breaking up play in a defensive sense as well. At 22 years old, a regular with the Germany under-23 side. Something tells me in the future she might be breaking through into the Frankfurt first team at the back end of last season. It was a bit of a surprise to see her make the move to Bayer Leverkusen, but certainly guaranteed more game time, where she has started every game so far under Roberto Petzold. Matchday 1 against Bayern, it was at right back. A happy man on the sidelines for Eintracht Frankfurt. They have suffered one league loss already this season, a 3-0 defeat to Hoffenheim, but this game playing out very differently to that one, because in the loss to Hoffenheim, Frankfurt should have been at least 2 goals up at half-time. Could have had a hat-trick in that 4-3 win against Leipzig. A game that, as Nico Arnautis put it, was unnecessarily exciting down the stretch. But he felt like the more mature team won and praised his side's energy across the 90 minutes following some taxing games and a taxing. Vanessa Fudala chasing her first Frauen-Bundesliga career hat-trick, gets the ball rolling at the Ulrich Haberland Stadion as we close out match day 4, the midweek madness that was the Englische Woche, the English week here in Germany's top flight. 7 straight days of Frauen-Bundesliga action, and this a highlight act to close it all out. Part of a double-header tonight. Elsewhere, Leipzig in action at home to Hamburg. So far, goalless there through 45 minutes. Second best, but a bolt from the blue with their best chance of the first half. Lovely bit of combination play. They'd been threatening to do it throughout the first 45 minutes, but when the combinations were working well in midfield, they broke down in the final third, but one did take effect. Freigang releasing Reuteler, her effort was saved, but Rebecca Blomqvist was ready to poach to reduce the arrears before half-time, and as a result, we find ourselves in pretty much the exact same position we were in exactly this time of year last season, when Leverkusen, on home soil against Frankfurt, went 2-0 up, were pegged back, and her best hope of anything was just getting her body in Wamser's way, and I don't think that needed to be rewarded by the referee. If anything, I wanted Wamser to be rewarded for staying on her feet and muscling through the challenge, because she had every right to go down and try and win the free kick, and yet she admirably tried to play on. That will not be as decisive a... Well, Leverkusen only conceded 2 or more goals in a single game 5 times last season. 1 draw, 4 losses, and of course the only